All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises and glories unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rachakodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, blessings, and much love unto you, hopeful elect out there. Shalom unto you. All right, I'm your brother Shaquat from the Las Vegas Church. Just want to, going on this lesson, straightforward, quick lesson about the serpent, okay? There's been talking in news about the serpent, and even a video that has since surfaced, going into serpent information in these times. Now, of course, we got to be sprinkled with salt, have salt when we speak. So there will be coded information. But if you've been in the spirit and tuned in to current events and to what's actually going on inside the body as far as recent times, then you'll know that can only speak on certain things, okay, in a certain way. But once you catch the gist of this topic, it should become evident. Plus, I have a little Easter eggs, if you will, planted in here, okay. And it starts with, in the name of this video will be quoted from this verse here. It says, "Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent?" Okay. It continues to say, "Or any of such come nigh wild beasts." Okay. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a snake? Yeah, if you've been bitten with a snake because you play with snakes, hey, that's on you. You see, that's on you. There's nothing really we can do for you. All right. You made that decision, so to speak, or you were appointed to that, and there's nothing that anybody can do for you. You shouldn't. And what's beautiful about this verse here is what it is at the top of verse 10. I won't go into the rest of this. You can read it. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness." Okay, and then you can read upon the rest of that. Right, so I'm gonna keep moving. Let's go up to this one. This is Isaiah 36. I could have just did it from there. Yeah, matter of fact, I will. Isaiah 36 and 6. Yeah, I gotta read it out loud. Anyway, it says, "Lo, thou trusteth in the staff on this broken reed, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it." Okay. Put the clues together, okay? "So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him." And this Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and the different pharaohs that rule over you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and also the scattered Israelites that look like other nations, may even practice the customs of the other nations and waking up out of that through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai back to being an Israelite. You can't trust your enemy. You can't trust in this broken staff. Okay, this place is broken, man. The society is broken. And so what this place throws at you, it said, this is what you must do. You must conform. You must comply. You must take this. Hey, you have to make these decisions with long sight, Okay? Saying that you can't trust your enemy, man. Who will pity you when you're bitten by a serpent? And these analogies that the scriptures have are deadly accurate and on point. Okay, so from there, and that's pretty much just straight to the point. And you continue reading in 7, trust in the Lord. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Yeah. I'll start at 30. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, Yahweh," which the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, "and who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai." All right. It says, "That take counsel, but not of me." Yeah, you'll take advice for your well-being from those that don't have your well-being at hand. Best intentions for that, okay? And like I said, I gotta be salty with the way I speak on this topic, but it doesn't change what's going on with the serpent and what he's really out there doing. And he's truly fitting that role, okay, as a serpent, as he was appointed to way back in the garden. All right, we'll get to that point. It says, take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And that's exactly what this man is doing. Did you, you Jakes, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, did you know that it's a sin to pierce your skin? Okay, to carve into your skin. Did you know that? Okay, apparently our people don't know, because we love to get tattoos, and even we've been given advice to for implants and injections, I should say. Okay, no other way to say it. Okay, without being completely blatant and risking the channel on it. The other channel's already down for now. Anyway, it says and that cover with the covering. Yeah, you'd rather be under the cover of the world, or the cover of whether it be America or the flesh or your livelihood. Okay, versus under the covering of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which health and all of that come from him, which all your needs come from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay, there's plenty of scriptures that tell you that. Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, tells you they have received benefits and have not known me. That Sirach, the 38th chapter, the healing comes from the Lord. Okay, so let's go to this one. This is also in the bookmarks. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. And read that one because they see the established system, and the system looks right. And whether you got Blue Cross Blue Shield, Kaiser, or just county medical, whatever that is, according to where you live. Hey, you trust in that, but you don't trust in praying to the Lord. There was a video I saw, and they said, why wouldn't the Pope come out and say, trust in God? He's the Pope, right? Isn't that his job? But it shows you where their, what's the word I'm looking for? Where their ally or their, alliance lies. Okay? All right? But our people have a problem deciphering who is for us and who is not. Okay? They hate the prophets, they kill the prophets, but then they go right along with their oppressor and their enemies and do whatever they tell them. Like their best intention is like their enemy will have their best intention. Okay? Moving on. Let's go to Isaiah 29. Yep. It says, woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Hey, but the Lord has been revealing this man, okay, in this time. If you don't know who he is, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Do a little more research and keep looking. Go deeper into this page, going deeper into other Great Millstone pages, the apostles, different brothers, in the truth, and in those deep councils, whether it be, whichever level, starting at the top of Esau's level with the Illuminati, and those top elite banking families and the things that they're invested in. Whether you go to Bill Gates, whether you go to, whomever, okay, along that list of people. And you'll see Harari, Schwab, they all have these different roles to play in this overall NWO. Okay, and as I must say, the end game is to MOTB implant somehow to get that technology into your body. All right, that they can keep completely watch you and control you from inside your body with the pre-crime type lens. Okay, to know your thoughts, to know your emotions and your feelings and your intents. All right. But they won't let the general public, just like they put their information out, or the angle or the narrative of their information out on mainstream media and news. They won't put out on mainstream media and news what they're actually looking for as far as um excuse me. I mean if they won't put out there what their overall plans to do are. Okay? They're not gonna let you say, no, you can make a choice if you want this thing or not. They're not gonna do that. Thus said the prophecy. Okay? Which let me get into that prophecy real quick. I don't want to skip it. That's probably next anyway. Let's see what we got. And the spirit, there it is. So I'll start up which matter of fact, I am gonna start up. Okay, at verse 11, Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. You'll hear this a lot. You'll see a lot of technology talked about with this chapter, but also you can't forget the countries that create the beast. Okay, and without getting into the list of it in this video, um, you can easily see that who runs these nations and who's the face of these nations. What people are the face of these nations? Okay, that have this power. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay, the two horns as a lamb are the two-party system. Back in ancient times, the plebeians and patricians in the Roman Empire, and then it became the Democrats and Republicans in modern times in America. Okay, now the point of this two-party system is so you can choose a side, even though they're still part of the same plan. Okay, they're still moving right along, whether Donald Trump was the president now or whether Joe Biden, who became president, the agenda will still be moving in the same fashion. Okay, and I say that loosely. Okay, it says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. Now, the first beast before him, you can look at where America sprouted from, but you got to look at the empire that has been created in Western Europe now and all over Europe. Okay, and in different other parts, and it's really the European Union and the NATO countries. Okay, put the faces of those in place here, and you'll have this beast or this serpent. Okay, it says, and call it the earth, and that first beast was the Roman Empire, the ancient Roman Empire. Well, the Roman Empire then now is the new Renaissance, rebirth of the Roman Empire through America. And if you don't believe it, look at the architecture, look at the setup. Okay, we already showed you the two-party system. Okay, even though there's multiple views, it still comes down to those two parties. Okay, but you can continue to see the parallels going on and on, from the Caesars to which are presidents all throughout. Okay, anyway, it says, and call it the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed, because they were taken down during the time of the Byzantine Empire in the Dark Ages. Okay, but they resurfaced like 1,000 years later, according to prophecy. And according to secular history now, it says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And we saw that with World War II particularly. Okay, the certain countries and the faces of those countries that were able to drop nuclear or back then atom bombs and hydrogen bombs, and now they possess nuclear bombs. Okay, verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast. Okay, and that image of the beast is technocracy way of life. It's a technological way of life. Okay, and it says, so when they put this this bite into you, this injection into you, this venom into you, if you will, all right, it's also going to possess technological information, nanotechnology in there, okay, which moves to certain vibrations and energies and frequencies, okay, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. They had power to make this real. They went right to China and different places in the Orient and had them create the technology for cheap, okay, that they can connect to different things. That's why you see China leading the way in this technology thing, but they didn't have an agenda the way that this beast has an agenda, okay, to the Great Reset, the NWO. Okay, it says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You'll be exiled out of it, and maybe even put under the guillotine. Okay, depending on the circumstances. Anyway, reading on, and he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, so you've gotten so far with this thing, okay, that a lot of people have taken the so-called antidote, and now they're now they're in trouble, in worse case than they were before, which the symptoms line up to something else, which I'll get into that with the Easter egg later. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. That you can't buy or sell, I mean, you can't participate in society. All right, which is pretty straightforward. All right, now let me go over to this. Straight to the point, putting out who this beast, this dragon, this serpent is. It says in this Revelation chapter 12, verse 9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent from the garden, that still acts like a serpent, still spews his venom like a serpent, called the devil and Satan. The devil means deceiver or accuser, and Satan, which means adversary. Okay, adversary to what? Righteousness. Okay, so they're in the adversarial to the children of Israel. Okay, that energy out there to Yahushua. Okay, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. That's not saying he was the angel of music and he questioned God, so God banished him to the earth. That's not how that goes. It actually means the Most High created him to come to earth, to be a spirit upon the earth for a purpose, and that purpose was to push out wickedness, evil, and to be the antagonist, so if you will. Okay, in this movie, in this role, in this earth. Okay, and he's fulfilling that. All right. From there, we'll go to the source, and it all starts back in Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Okay, that this balance in the earth had to be set. Okay, the Most High wanted to see this thing play out in a certain way, and this is the way it's playing out. All right, it says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord Yahweh power had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And that's the knowledge of the fruit, the tree of knowledge of the fruit of good and evil. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. Okay? And this is what you get when you put the serpent in this position. Okay? This is what you get. This the situation we're living in now. Now the serpent has beguiled Eve, and now she's agreed to go ahead and share that information she got with Adam, and through the course of time, it is manifested that now we're in this situation, coming down to this same situation again. Who you gonna believe? Because in the second chapter, we were told, as Adam, as a man, we were told what to and what not to. Okay? We're told exactly what to do and what not to do. Okay, and we did pass that message on to Eve. That's why she reiterated it unto Adam. Okay? So let's see here. Yep, I'll read again, verse 3. But the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Most High hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. We were ignorant. Okay? It says, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, which was a bold-faced lie, which we've heard this in recent times as well. Take this will help you. You trust in the reed upon a broken reed. You trust upon a broken, to lean upon a broken reed, and it's going to pierce you. It's going to puncture you. Okay, you trust to be assimilated into this system. It's going to puncture you, and you think that everything's going to be all right, but it's not going to be. Because the moment you take that implant, you're now an enemy, considered an enemy of the Most High. And the enemies of the Most High will be purged out of our nation, man, through fire and brimstone. Okay? To keep it simple. Okay? Verse 5, for the Most High do know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And that wasn't a lie. That was not a lie. Okay? But we do have to die. You know, because it was set up to where we didn't, the process of life ended in a different manner, if you will. And I'm going to keep that as vague as possible. Okay, but the life is what we're really talking about. Okay, and now we're gaining that information to the point that this serpent is now doing the same thing again. Okay, giving us the Most High has presented us with a choice of temptation, being tempted by the serpent to take his venom, and eventually his implant, or to trust upon the Lord. Okay, that He'll be our salvation and our help. Okay, so now I'm calling it an Easter egg. Easter eggs are really what you have to find, but it's just a saying that I'm using to show a few things. Let's see. Now, I was watching this video here. Beautiful video. I'm actually going to send a link to this video. All right. This is GMS Atlanta Camp Ba. And there was a comment on here that was beautiful. I'm not going to read it, but I'll let you glance over it. You can pause. Okay. Read it if you like. And I'll try to link I can't think of the other video, but there's a video, a scientific video, a medical video even, by a video by a medical professional that you can look into as well. And there's one that was up on YouTube and it's down. I don't know where it's at now, but you can check into that. All right, but this lion's den I'll just kind of breeze over it. Okay. All right. All right. And that's what that is. But this video here, the Brotherhood is a Spiritual Safe Haven. Beautiful video. I recommend watching it as well. All right. So with that, I'm gonna close out. Lord willing, I'll remember to put the links into the description box. And Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises and glories unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, blessings. Much love to you laborers out there, and you that have changed your life from righteousness to righteousness, that you may earn your salvation. To the next one, Shalom.